Here we have an Asus laptop that came in for no power. That's the charger for the laptop. If we measure voltage on the charger, we get 19 volts, 19.7 volts. Now, as soon as we plug the charger right here, I did hear a click, okay? And if we measure that cable again, right now we have 0 volts. The charger went into protection mode because it detected a problem with the motherboard, possibly a short. So we have a problem. That's the motherboard right here, and we're gonna have to figure out why the charger went into protection mode and where the short is coming from. We're gonna start with the charging connector located right here, and we're gonna look around. I'm looking for the power MOSFETs. That's the charging connector right here. And we do not see any power MOSFETs on this side of the board. Nothing here. I do, however, see 2 of them right here. So the MOSFETs are not close by, but they are located right here. See, we have all that distance to the charging connector. Let's measure and see if we have a short. Meter in diode mode. And we do not have a short. What about here? We do not have a short. So no short on the power MOSFETs. Meter in resistance mode. I want to measure the resistance between gate and source. We should have a very high number. And we have OL, that's good. OL. $175K, and it's going up. That's good. And we have 190K, 200K, and it's going up. That's good. So we do not have a problem with the power MOSFETs. We're gonna flip the board. Right now we went over those 2 MOSFETs on the back. The power connector is right over here. We have an extension from here to here. So I'm gonna be testing MOSFETs on this area of the board and see what's going on. Again, meter in diode mode. No short. Now look at that, we have a short. We should not have a short at the current sense resistor. Okay, that's good. A short is good. We're gonna inject 1 volt on this resistor and see what gets hot on the board. I have the voltage injection tool set at 1.2 volts, and let's connect ground to one of the screw holes like this. And we're gonna inject 1 volt at the current sense resistor. We're gonna inject voltage, and then we're gonna monitor the board under the thermal camera and see what gets hot. So the voltage injection tool is showing us a current draw of 1.30. And I do not see anything obvious on the board. Is that a heat spot here? No. Right now, I do not see anything hot on the board. The yellow thing that you see here is just glare from a shiny surface. But I am not able to pinpoint any heat spot. I have my probe right here at the current sense resistor. And current draw is 1.35 right now. Okay, maybe the short is coming from back of the board, so we're gonna have to flip the board and look on the back. And I do not see anything obvious at all. Okay, that's my finger right here. I'm holding the board. and nothing obvious. On the back of the board, I do see this shield here. So let's remove it. Maybe the short is coming from under. Who knows? I do see a slight discoloration on the bottom. You see it? I'm not talking about the CPU. I'm talking right under. I do see a slight discoloration. I cannot pinpoint on that spot because I'm holding the thermal camera with one hand and I'm holding the board with the other hand. And unfortunately, I do not have 3 hands. But right here, you know what? I do have a laser pointer. And the spot I'm talking about is this one here. Look. You see it? I do see a slight discoloration down on the bottom. Again, with the laser pointer right there. It's very slight, very, very minimal. But I do see it. I mean, it could be any one of the caps or any one of the MOSFETs. But I was able to pinpoint that heat spot to this area right here. So let's test around this area only. Meter in diode mode. Let's test gate. And I'm getting 0.626, 0.628, 0.628. Oh, whoa. We have a short here. So that's our problem. And I was right about the thermal cam. It showed us a slight heat spot right here. 0.630. We have 0.628. We have 0.467, so on and so forth. So right now we have a problem here. And if we measure in continuity mode, between here and here, look at this. Gate and source, we have a short. Gate and drain, we have a short. We have a bad MOSFET. Wow. That was a very hard one to find because heat was very, very minimal. I mean, it would have been impossible to locate that component because heat was very minimal. Let's remove the component. And we're gonna grab another MOSFET. And now let's test to see if we still have a short between gate and source, and we do not. We can also test in diode mode, but let me just cool down the board a bit with alcohol. Meter in diode mode, and what do we have at gate now? 0.5. Awesome. And now let's see if the charging adapter will go into protection mode. We're gonna measure it now to make sure we have 19 volts. 19.7 volts. Voltage mode. And we have 19.76. And if we plug that cable onto the motherboard, will it go into protection mode? I'm gonna take it back out. And we're gonna measure, and we still have 19.7 volts. Okay, so most likely the job is done. All right, so I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble, and I'll finish the video in a few minutes. All right, we reassembled the laptop, and I can already tell you that Big Boss already tried it and it's working, but I want to show it to you on camera just to finish the video. So we're going to plug the charging cable right here, and we already see the light. Big Boss did not fully reassemble the laptop yet because he left. I told him to just leave it like this and then he can finish reassembling tomorrow. Right, and right there. It's going to take a few seconds before we see the logo. I do not want to flip it the other way so nothing falls off. Right there. All right, the job is done. We're gonna invoice and mail this back to the customer. And before we end the video, I want to mention that we just received a large batch of Amtech Flux, Amtech 559 and Amtech 213. I always mention that we are one of the biggest resellers of Amtech Flux, and the reason we always have fresh Flux is because we sell a lot of Flux. The make date on the Flux that we just received is December 1, 2021. The Flux was only made a few days ago. Absolutely the freshest Flux in the market. Every time we get a new shipment of Flux, I make a coupon where if you buy 3, you get 1 free. You're already getting 15% discount when you buy 3 syringes, but for the first 100 orders, you will get an extra syringe for free. So buy 3, get 1 free, and that's only valid for the first 100 orders. The coupon will be posted down in the description. The coupon is not going to be shown to anybody else but our YouTube viewers. So if you happen to watch the whole video and you came across this section of the video, you can use the coupon down below to buy 3 syringes and get 1 free. Our syringes will come packed like this. And the reason for that is we provide you with a free plunger and 2 tips, 2 needle tips. And I have Amtech 559, I have Amtech 213, and I also have an extra one right here, Amtech 559. So that's the way syringes will ship to you. All right, and that's it. We're going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.